And we're live.
Yo, can y'all do me tell me if you hear a tap.
What?
No tap.
No tap? What the fuck, man? But you can't hear me?
I can hear you.
You're fine.
All right.
Welcome back to the Scrum, April 1st,
Scrum.
2020. The end of March.
So
Of
hopefully
April.
this one comes out.
Hopefully this one actually comes
That's the
out.
ultimate April Fools. It actually
For
is
real.
going to come out this time.
There you go. Back with another one. And the topics just went black on me. There we go. Tiger King. Has anyone finished it besides me and Cody? Are we still in the same spot?
Fuck talk about that show, man. I'm tired of hearing about it. Keep it real.
Says the guy who hasn't finished it.
It's crazy.
Coming from the guy who hasn't finished it.
Dude, I'm done hearing about it. Man.
Pick me.
Go ahead.
Dude,
you got?
I haven't started it.
Terrible.
Can we
The
kick
one
him off
thing
the
worth
call?
noting.
Justice for Dawn.
The one thing worth noting is they reopened the fucking murder case of the crazy woman's husband.
Oh shit! I saw something.
Yo, no, you don't care though.
No.
No, I mean, no. Fuck talking about the show. This isn't about the show anymore. So you remember hearing about the there was the other guy who did a documentary on the Tiger King like a couple years ago and just never got big. So that dude was posted on Twitter today. Dude, the signature that was on was Don, the dead husband.
Yeah.
The signature that he put on his original will, and then the signature that was on the paper that gave what's her name the power of attorney. Dude, he put them side by side. It's not even like remotely the same. Like he never signed with his middle name except on the one sheet that gave up power of attorney. His middle name was there. All the letters look different. Like, dude.
Well, the one thing about it too is it said in there, in case of my death or disappearance, and like every attorney in the world is like, no one says that. No one says in case I disappear because no one plans to disappear.
Yeah,
Well, it was funny. So they mentioned that they reopened the case, but the way that I learned about it, I guess, is the deputy or sheriff or whatever like posted on Twitter. But it was it was the weirdest. So I have it here. Hold on. So he posted on Twitter and it says since at Netflix and hashtag COVID-19 hashtag quarantine has made hashtag Tiger King all the rage. I figured it was a good time to ask for more leads. Then a whole bunch of hashtags and shit. So hopefully it's real, but hopefully it's not just some like marketing ploy just because they know that everyone's talking about it.
Either way, man, it's worth talking about. Look what Jacob says. That shit is crazy. It stays crazy. Deeper and deeper.
Just hearing too much about it, man. Everyone's talking about it is the only thing. It's like for
like
the past 2 weeks. Dude, I'm too in the loop. That's the complaint. I'm too in the loop, and I haven't finished the show, and I already know the whole series, dude.
That's true.
I'm trying to get out of it.
It was like me. That's like me before I got into Thrones when everyone was watching Thrones. Straight up.
Shut the fuck up.
But speaking of disasters, pandemics, crises, there was a fucking 6.5 earthquake in Idaho, and that's like the second big earthquake in like 2 weeks or some shit.
I didn't even know Idaho fucked with earthquakes.
Straight up.
I saw
fuck with him,
about that on Twitter, and there was is a geologist that is that a geologist's job?
That is definitely a viable profession to talk about earthquakes.
Yeah. But so he was on there talking about it because everyone's freaking out about Yellowstone blowing up.
Yeah,
and
we always should.
Always should be, but he was saying these earthquakes. He was breaking down the fault lines that they're going along, and they're pretty normal like occurrences. So hopefully fire doesn't rain from the sky later on this year.
I saw a lot of stuff
Yellowstone
where a lot of experts were saying it's that earthquake in that spot's not going to cause anything in Yellowstone. Like it can't. Basically, was what some professionals were.
From what I heard, even the one in Idaho, the one was like the 6.5 that just happened. There was like no structural damage anywhere.
And thank goodness. But just
that's what they said about the virus. They were like, yeah, no way it's going to be that bad. Look at this.
Yeah, China said they only lost like 500 people, and turns out they fucking
30, 40
way more than us.
See if your masks can filter out ash falling from the sky.
China's definitely putting out false numbers, right?
Oh,
big time.
Yeah, for sure.
Time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure we're all on the same page on that.
No, definitely.
There's no way they're doing better or getting better.
For
Close
sure.
to how they say they are.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I think the getting better part, or the much better part, is now true. But the problem was they were faking their numbers initially, and they were like, "No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad." It was like, "No, it is exactly that bad." And then it got to Italy, and you saw how it is. Because even Italy's now getting, I think they flattened the curve.
Are they?
Flatten the curve.
That's good. I thought they were.
Dude, apparently Florida just went into shelter in place or whatever. So I mean, it's going to get worse. I think definitely in this area, and us locally and people we know are doing their part. But it's only going to get worse. I don't want to get into the details, but you guys saw a lot of the stuff that came out earlier today and last night about what they expect the expected deaths to be and all that stuff. It's dismal. Yeah. Like, it's not even like, it's fucking dismal. But let's switching gears. I want to talk about Animal Crossing. All right, I want to talk about it briefly. Any fans? Anyone aware of the game, the franchise? Give a fuck.
I don't know nothing about it, but
I've heard it. It looks like a Wii game, though. That's the only thing I know.
Well,
it's Nintendo.
I'm aware of it.
It's a classic Nintendo game franchise. It's got a cult following, and that's probably its saving grace to this point. I just want to go ahead and throw out here, and I want the smoke. Nintendo's trash. Animal Crossing is the most overrated game probably in the past 3, 4, 5 years. Easily.
You don't think Borderlands 3?
Oh, no. No, Borderlands is directly rated, dude. The only people who talk about it is Jacob. No one even talks about
Borderlands 3 is the shit, dude.
No one even talks about that game, dude.
What about the pre-sequel? Do we ever bring up the pre-sequel?
What is Animal Crossing, though? Because I've seen...
So Animal Crossing, imagine
you ever play Frogger? Man?
No. It's like Sims, Minecraft, and RuneScape. kind of all in one little goofy little RPG. Build your community, build your shit. But my thing to say that it's overrated is, like, this is the first game where, like, there's crafting mechanics. It's been out, like,
right. So I've seen it.
Iterations.
I've seen a shit ton of people on Reddit, on Kane's Reddit, posting like the jerseys or sweaters they made on Animal Crossing, and I've been very as to what I'm looking at.
Right, and what I'm getting at with all this is a game that's getting so much hype, so much love. Literally, and Megan's been playing it. This is my point of reference. She's been playing the shit out of it. She bought a Switch just to play this game, right? I'm learning about it. I'm hearing about it. Everything that they just added has been in other video games for like 10 years. This game and Nintendo is so behind the fucking curve for, like, what should be a good video game. It's just sad. And it's 2020. Nintendo needs to fucking cash it in. Give it up.
It's preference. What makes a good video game for you versus what makes a good video game for someone else? You know what I'm saying?
The question is, what makes a good video game for Josh, and what makes a good video game for a Nintendo person? Because there is definitely, when it comes to gamers, there's gamers.
You can argue what makes a good game to someone else, or that's a hard thing to argue. What I'm saying is a game that's literally missing mechanics that other games have always had, but it's the same style of game, like RPG, craft, build.
Like,
and
what?
You just started adding this, like crafting, bro. It's been a game where you build and you just were able to craft and, like, build paths. Before this version of the game, there was a city version, and you couldn't build roads before, but now you can. Come on, bro. Game's trash.
How are you not going to have road building? Like, road building's basic if you're building a city.
Tip of the iceberg, dude. We're at when you go behind, like, a rock wall, like, the thing is you can't rotate the camera. 101, video game 101. You can't rotate the camera, and when you go behind, like, a rock structure, you just better hope there's nothing behind there that you would want to pick up, because you're not going to be able to see it.
You're telling me when you go behind a rock structure, that rock structure doesn't become translucent?
Straight the fuck up. I asked the exact same question. I'm like, why is that rock not translucent right now? We're talking about, like, 101 video game mechanics, man.
That's especially for Nintendo. That's a very Nintendo type of mechanic. Like, think like any.
And this game gets all the love, all the hype. People just don't even know they're being robbed. That's all. People don't know they're being robbed. And Nintendo's trash in 2020. Just make Super Smash Bros. And get the fuck out of here.
All right, moving on from fucking Animal Crossing.
This is where we're at, people.
Before we move on from video games, has anyone played Doom Eternal yet?
No, but I want to.
That is,
looks good.
Once I'm almost done with Borderlands 3, like the main story. That is the next game I'm getting, dude. Like 100%. I've been watching a bunch of gameplay on it. It looks so sick.
It does look sick. It does. Yeah, for sure. I have to check that one out for sure. But on to some more relevant stuff in the hockey sports world. Toronto, they are banning all public permitted events up to July 1st. And people immediately were like, all right, we'll say goodbye to the rest of the season, yada, yada, yada. This is not exclusive to or does not include pro sporting events, arena events.
Right.
So,
yeah, I saw something where I guess originally, like you said, people were flipping out, but the Toronto mayor came on and talked to TSN and was like, it's only for city events and then event permits, basically.
Yeah. So no public gatherings, no parades, things like that. It's not a good sign for the league to come back, but it's not a death wish either.
Look, why not? I mean, so the entire league is quarantined right now, right? We know that it has a half-life of 2 weeks. It's supposed to run its course. So if you have everyone quarantined, why not? I mean, you should be able to bring everyone back, basically play games in front of no fans, and you would assume that everyone in there is healthy and everyone's cleared. They've already tested negative, so you could do that much earlier than July 1st.
I think that's what it's starting to – I think that's what we're leaning towards as far as, like, the first way they can start to come back is going to be empty arenas. I think that'll be the first way they can get back, which I wouldn't hate. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
It's better than
they're
nothing.
Happy. They're playing. Fans can watch something. It's a win-win in that case. But interesting nonetheless.
And the isolation –
Oh, go, Cody.
I was just going to say, so they moved the isolation period to April 15th. So I guess that's at the very – soonest that's when they could start
practicing. That's when they can start getting together. Yeah.
Did you guys see Goodell sent out that email to was it the teams? I think it was the teams saying you're not allowed because they haven't canceled the draft yet. He said you're not basically like you're not allowed to talk about how we could be spreading the virus. Like he was basically just like shut the fuck up about it and we're gonna do what we're gonna do and you're gonna be okay with it.
Good
crazy,
God.
Dude.
What a joke.
Crazy.
What a fucking joke.
And I think Khabib is locked up in Russia, so the UFC might not happen, which is just a super bummer. Been waiting on
Big
that
bummer.
shit for a minute, but
yeah. What are you gonna do? But inside the hockey world, some companies are making alterations and changes, not just to keep their business going, but keep their employees employed. And then provide a good product, good cause, given this whole crisis. And Bauer, they're doing face shields. They're making medical face shields with the same technology and materials they go into their helmets and other equipment, which is great. You're providing a great tool for the medical people on the front lines, and as well as anyone working in warehousing and manufacturing can keep their jobs and help see that stuff.
Yeah, what's really cool. What's really cool too is I saw that they put the they didn't trademark or copyright or fucking whatever you want to call it, the plans, the look, whatever. So they actually put the whole schematics online for other companies to be able to duplicate.
Beautiful.
So yeah,
you gotta love that for sure. I'm not too up on the Busch Light thing though. Who's got the deets?
Oh, so I saw that online. Yeah, so it's Busch Light's doing a thing. It's somewhere in the Midwest. It's I don't know. It's a certain rescue, but for the first 500 people, you can, if you adopt a dog from this rescue, you get 3 months of Busch Light, which I would drink for free.
Sure.
But
3
the question
supply?
is, so it's a 3 month supply. I did a little bit of research. What do you guys think is a 3 month supply of beer?
That's person to person, my friend.
4 cases. I'm gonna say their number is 4 cases
for 3 months.
For 3 months,
dude. You're.
If they're gonna base it off of serving, I know Cody, but here's where I'm coming from. If they're basing it off of serving size, what is the serving size of out of a case of beer? Is it 2-3 beers? Like
right.
Probably not even
that.
Probably
and if it comes in a case of 24, then it's you know what I'm saying? So that's my guess is 4 or 5 cases is what my guess is.
Okay, so oddly enough, they don't give you they give you a money value basically. So they give you a $100 prepaid debit card, which actually is more because I feel like a case of Busch Light is like $20. So
a 24-pack of Busch Light. Used to work at a gas station here. A 24-pack of Busch Light will run you about $18.49.
All right, so after taxes, you're getting
That's at a gas
$5.
station. It's cheaper at a grocery
It's
store.
at a gas station.
Right. I don't know. I just thought it was great. He had, and the interview that I saw, the CEO, their quote, or like the way they're branding this is, social distancing is better with a furry friend by your side and a cold beer in your hand.
Nice.
Goddamn, ain't that the truth?
So you get $100 gift card?
Yeah.
Just say that.
I was kind of right. I was right on. 5 cases, $20. You know what I'm saying?
No maths. Just
Quick
yeah,
maths.
just say like, say it's $100 credit, because then you're gonna be like, yeah, I
Right.
went through my 3 months of beer in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
For real.
That's good shit though. Good shit. Yeah. Rescue dogs. That's definitely the bigger thing here. Drink
Don't
beer,
buy your dogs. Rescue your
Yeah.
dogs.
Rescue your animals for sure. It's good shit.
Steal them from neighbors, whatever you got to do.
What if they're treating them bad? Hey, I don't say no.
As long as you're not paying for it. Yo, did you guys?
Right.
Oh, there's a countdown for the meeting.
Yeah, that's new. That's new.
That's new.
I also sent you guys a text like 4 minutes ago saying we have 10
Well, how
minutes.
much
I
time
responded.
We got like 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sick.
That's
Sick.
awesome. Shouts out needing that for the pod last week. That's
I
great.
wasn't sure if y'all could see that or not.
Yeah.
No,
I can't,
now.
but I'm on mobile.
That's so good.
So.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess I jumped around here. The Summer Olympics, they were going to be this July, right? Not anymore. Pushed back a whole year.
Do you think that's the biggest thing that's been postponed or pushed back so far? Not just in the sports world, but like in
the world
in general.
It's definitely the biggest event that's been pushed back, and also I'm just throwing it out there. It's definitely the biggest timeline pushback. I mean, they're moving it a whole year.
What's crazy is like a lot of, I was gonna say, you plan for like 7 or 8 years for the Olympics, like the city does. So moving it a weekend has got to be a fucking.
And it's the Summer Olympics. You can't just move it to December. You can't move it just a month. You got to move it a whole year. And
I was gonna say it's probably the most important event to move because of all the things going on. That's probably where most people from most different places are going to come together to one place. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you think about like other sports, like people, they train their entire lives and like, all right, a season doesn't work out, so they, it's on to the next season or whatever. Like for the Olympics, for these people who've been doing stuff, like it's like this is their one event. They might be at 2 Olympic events in their life, but for the most part, like it's one fucking event.
They get I would look at it and get a whole extra year to train and do whatever I got to do.
And the important note to that is that there's no requalifying, so everyone who's qualified stays qualified. I don't know if they're allowing more people to try to qualify for certain events. Probably not. They probably just keep it cut off. Definitely for the best. You got to push that shit back a year because obviously there's nothing more important than putting all the countries in the world together, proving who's better, what's good. Nothing more important than that. So we're gonna do that.
Are they maintaining the rest of the timeline? Do you know? Like they're pushing this back a year. Will the next one be in 3 then? You know what I'm saying?
Assume.
I would too.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It only makes sense.
Yeah, they had a good pattern going. They'd kind of throw it all off if they didn't.
Right.
Yeah. They would really fuck it all up. But shouts out the Olympics, getting that shit right. I think the only thing left to really talk about here, and it's very important, Cancellation Cup, boys.
Cancellation Cup coming at you.
Second night of games tonight for Raleigh Ferda. We're 0-1, but that's okay. We're going to come back strong in this doubleheader.
Yeah, we had a real rough first period on our first game. Real rough first period. I think we took like 4 penalties, but
what was the final score?
3-1.
Like 3-1, and even that last one came like in the last couple minutes. We were about pushing for a tie.
Yeah.
So it's not like
We're hopefully have a little better showing tonight. We got a back-to-back, a doubleheader. So
what do you think, Jacob? What do you think about our odds tonight?
I don't know, man. Dude, I'm too superstitious. Superstitious.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Like any pro athlete would say, we got a couple good teams out there. Both teams are gonna try their hardest. We got to get pucks in deep.
Pucks in deep, pucks on net.
We just got to play our
game for us. We
just got to get out there. We got to get the boys together. We got to just be a team and have all the boys, and we got to get in and get some goals, boys.
Roll 4 lines
on the boards.
Roll 4 lines.
Good in and outs.
What else is going on, boys? Is that it?
I think we've about covered it, man.
That's the Scrum for April 1st.
Y'all still doing good in quarantine?
Surviving.
I ain't been outside in like 4 months.
Sick. That's good. No, it's good. It's good. It's healthy.
I'm clean.
Haven't showered, but no diseases.
Same clothes, haven't done any laundry.
Less than a minute.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
Shit.
It's been the Scrum.
Talking Sauce Pod.
We're out.
_ respect the _ at Cancellation Cup, and then we'll look at our ats.